Hey everybody, Tommy from Tanknations here again, and we have a new shipment of fish. So I'm going to explain to you a little bit about our process. In here we have green chromies, we have multicolor wrasse, royal flashers, blue jaw wrasse. We have these beautiful female blue jaw triggers. We've been trying to get females for a long time. Blue jaw triggerfish, they have sexual dimorphism, so you can tell the males from the females apart. And basically any male that you put with a female, they're gonna form a bonded pair. And in general, if you can keep a bonded pair, we believe that you should. So we're excited to pair these up with some males that we have in service customers' tanks. But anyway, with respect to quarantine, we just got the shipment in. We're acclimating them now to our quarantine vat, which is a very simple setup. It's far enough away from any of the other fish that we keep that there's no risk of cross-contamination. And the fish are gonna go in here tonight with no medication. Tomorrow, we're gonna add copper to half of therapeutic, and then the next day we'll bring it up to full therapeutic. We're gonna monitor the copper levels every day over a 4-week period before we transfer the fish out of here into our observation tanks, where we can then verify that they don't have any diseases by adding a freshwater molly, which won't have any immunity to saltwater diseases and will show up anything really well against its black skin. Something else that we do besides copper is we're also going to be deworming the fish. We'll be treating them for any bacteria that they might have. We do dips with various antimicrobials to help them out throughout the process as well. So we have some really cool fish over here that are too small to go into this quarantine trough with these other fish, so we're going to be putting them in their own isolated 10-gallon aquarium. So mask gobies are a really cool fish for nano aquariums. A lot of people think of gobies as these fish that live under rocks down on the sand. Mask gobies, they stay really small. You can see how small that is. It'll maybe get another ½ inch, and that's about it. But they're a schooling goby that spends a lot of their time swimming. So we got 6 of these in, and we're gonna find them, put them all in here, and then talk about the next fish. I will say that because they're a smaller goby, you need to make sure that you're not putting them in with anything that can eat them. Large tangs, triggerfish, even bigger wrasses will sometimes go after these fish. So they do better in a peaceful nano aquarium. So you see how that one's swimming right now? That's the typical behavior that you'll see. They're of course spooked, you know, they've been in a pitch black box, they've been recently shipped, they've been in a bag for a long time. But once they get comfortable, they spend a lot of time swimming. One of my, the coolest tanks that I think I ever had was an 8-gallon nano. It was an 8-gallon cube nano, and I had 12 of these in there, and it was awesome watching them swim around the Tonga Branch. Next up, we have another great nano fish, the Barnacle Blendings. These ones are from Panama. The ones from Panama have a different coloration from a lot of the other ones that you'll see. I think they look a lot nicer. They also get a little bit bigger, or at least they come in larger. And look at them. God, they're so cool. So they get their name Barnacle Blending because they live inside of barnacles. When the barnacle animal is gone and they leave the shell behind, they'll live inside of them, and they'll live in large groups. And in an aquarium setting, if you have the appropriate substrate for them to live in, they'll all stay clustered together in, you know, say a fake barnacle, and when you feed, they dart out and then they dart back in. It's just a very interesting behavior. Because of that, you can sometimes get away with keeping these with larger fish that you wouldn't be able to with the mask gobies, because they dart out and then they go right back into their shelter. Big one. Oh. That's a big one there. They're not going to get too much bigger than that. You see that darting that they're doing? Like, I think they think the bubbles are food. They look really healthy. Last but not least, this is the fish I'm most excited for from the shipment. I've only been able to bring them in once in the past. If any of you are into reptiles, they remind me a lot of the cat geckos. These are, of course, the yellow-striped clingfish, or the diadema clingfish. So this animal lives in close association with diadema urchins out on the reefs. And you can see, God, look at that, so cool. See, they curl their tail just like a cat goby. But they'll hang on to the side of the long spine black urchins, and that gives them protection. They're just a really cool fish, really neat, beautiful, very interesting behavior. The way that they move is so unlike a lot of other fish, and we were able to get 3 of them. I'm so excited. They only had 3 available. We ordered all of them, and we got all of them, which doesn't happen very often. And I think this is the smallest one. They have a lot of variability in their color. Sometimes I've even seen them come in where the black part of them is actually like a nice reddish color. Golly, they're so cool. Chris, what do you think of those?
I love them all, and I want to set up an nano tank now.
Just for them?
Just for all, I love them all. They're all really awesome.
Chris, should we keep them?
You want to keep every single cool fish.
I do. I want to keep them all. They're nearly done with the acclimation now. You can see when they first come in, we do it quick and dirty. We don't drip because there could be ammonia in the bag, and ammonia is less toxic when the pH is low. And as soon as you open these bags, the pH starts coming up. So you want to do a quick acclimation if you're ever getting a shipment from far away. And then we're going to be putting them in here. All right, stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, do, you know, whatever YouTube makes you do in the future. We got a lot of cool content that we're going to be coming out with. We're going to be bringing in fish on a very regular basis, species spotlights, fragging tutorials, quarantine information, whole bunch of stuff. So, you know, give this video a like, subscribe, thanks for watching, and get ready for that nature clip. Sorry if you don't like spiders, but this is really cool. This is a female wolf spider, and on her abdomen are all of her little babies. They hold on to the babies to keep them safe for a little while. She is gorgeous. She's also huge. I mean, her legs have to be all of 3.5 inches. Massive. Wow, look at all the babies moving. But you know, if you don't like spiders, I'm sorry. You should learn to like them because they're really cool. And thanks for watching another video.